Black metal musicians are lost in the mountains of Norway. Rainbow wool meet Germany's first flock of gay sheep. And a restaurant in China offers lion cub cuddles with tea. These are the weird stories on Monday for Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast. It's recorded inside a closet by a guy who thinks he's funny sometimes. Bad accents. Okay singing. Norwegian authorities are searching for two black metal musicians that seem to be lost in the mountains. Shouldn't be too hard to find some black metal musicians in the mountains of Norway. I'd imagine they stand out a bit. But let's find out what methods they're using, and perhaps we can find out what the motive was for these black metal musicians to get lost in the mountains. I have a feeling it's to get a nice photo for the new album cover. Well, I hope it was worth it. This article I have here says it could be a very dire situation for all the parties involved. Authorities in Norway are conducting a manhunt for two black metal musicians who seemingly have gotten themselves lost in a mountainous region near Jonstua. Is the J silent? It's a T followed by a J. What the hell do I do with this? Jonstua. I bet you the J's silent. Maybe the T's silent? Jonstua? Tonstua. Damn it, these things don't come with instructions at all. According to this social media post by someone named Dagur Gislason of who's from Misfirming. There's a SPYRM. How do you say these words? Mispurming. Thorns founder. We got the Snorre Rush and Slagmar, who's the guitarist. Oh boy. And then the bassist is General Gribsfiza. Two eyes next to each other. How do you say that? Rostad. What the heck? Anyways, somewhere in there is two musicians. They went out on a hike together, and unfortunately, they were hit with severe weather, and they haven't been seen since, it says. Oh, what a shame. This is obviously an emergency. Question, though, just an improvisational hike in the mountains of Norway? Where do these metal musicians get time for such a thing? Considering they're so busy these days burning down churches. I mean, how do you take time off from Satan to enjoy some nature? I like it, but maybe check the weather report. We have apps for such things. But, I also understand that downloading and consulting a weather app on your smartphone, not very metal at all. We have a statement here now from the local authorities who say, quote, a major search operation is now taking place for our friends Snorre Ruch and the general from Slagmoir in the mountains of Fossen. They have not returned from a planned hike they started on Tuesday, and severe weather has been reported in the area. If you are in central Norway and are able to help, please contact the Chief of Operations of Fossen Fire and Rescue. Please help us share this. The Norwegian authorities have also called the Red Cross Fire Department and Civil Defense Services to assist in the search. Here's another quote. The men reported that they plan to walk... I love it. Reported that they plan to walk inland towards Tusbotna, cross the water at Tekdalsdammen, and spend the night there before they wanted to go up to Torsengitch. Why don't I just pull the plug on this story? Why am I going? Why am I just making myself look further and further like a fool? They wanted to do some photography work. Oh, I assume they're shooting the album cover in the Norwegian forest. Probably a great place for an album cover. Might want to check the weather, though. Again, surely they're going to get some good songs out of this for the next album. This next song is very special, near and dear to the hearts. We wrote it when we were stranded on the mountain in Norway, when we thought we were going to die. This song is called Frostbite. Now our next number is called I Cannot Feel My Face. And our final song of the evening is a tribute to someone very close to us, but sadly had to perish on the mountain in Norway. This one is called Cannibalizing Your Drummer Because You've Run Out of Food. All right, I'm sorry. I'm being very insensitive and uncouth. I think I'm being uncouth. I don't know what uncouth means, but I think I'm being uncouth. But these jokes just come to my brain. I can't help it. I'm so sorry. No, in all seriousness, though, I mean, they need to be rescued. I don't know what Bear Grylls is doing right now, but maybe you can parachute him into the area to help save these black metal musicians. Or at the least, bring in some special metal detectors. Come on, guys. Metal detectors to detect the metal musician. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Rainbow wool. Meet Germany's first flock of gay sheep. Bah! Everybody, bah! This story's out of Germany. Roughly 10% of all sheep are gay. Did you know that? Did you guys know 10% of sheep are gay? No idea. The article says it's true. 10% of sheep are gay. In fact, many species in the animal kingdom exhibit some homosexual behavior, in case you didn't know, but that's not yet of importance for rainbow wool. Rainbow wool is a new initiative designed to save gay rams from an almost certain death. Wow, did they just kill gay rams? Well, that's not very nice. Just kill a gay ram. Gay rams' lives matter too, right? They got great wool. Why don't you keep them around for the wool at least? I'm sure they're very soft and gay. On a farm, rams that don't mate are considered useless. Terrible. They can end up in a slaughterhouse. Rainbow Wool, this company, identifies those, quote, black sheep and relocates them to a little farm in North Rhine-Westphalia run by shepherd Michael Sturke. Wow, what is up with these stories today? Michael is a member of the Gay Farmer Association. I never heard of the Gay Farmer Association. You guys heard of the Gay Farmer Associations? Maybe these individuals help gay animals come out of the closet. I went to the Gay Farmers website. They got a professional website, and I looked up their goal. The gay farmers want to draw attention to the fact that it is also possible to live and be accepted as a homosexual in rural areas, not only in the anonymous big cities. Well, all right, yeah, you could be gay in rural areas. Of course, there's gay people everywhere. There's even gay animals, I'm learning today. And the Gay Farmers Association is helping them out and helping young gay people, I assume, in rural areas to come out in the countryside. All right, the gay farmers say by rescuing these gay sheep, Rainbow Wool wants to make a statement against the persecution and oppression of gay people globally. They say today in 62 countries, homosexuality is punishable by death, meaning that people around the world are still killed for not conforming to societal expectations. And it looks like with these gay sheeps, the gay wool, rainbow wool, they're bringing attention to the fact that gayness is also exhibited in nature, among many species, not just humans. And, one of the anti-gay talking points is that this only occurs in humans. I don't know if you've heard that, but yeah, that's what some of them say. And so this is proof that that is not true. There's many incidences of proof that there is homosexuality in other species. I've covered many stories about gay animals on this podcast, Weird AF News, as a matter of fact. I did a story earlier in the year about dolphins wearing pink salmon fish hats, pink hats, as a fashion statement. I mean, if that's not the gayest animal behavior you've ever heard, I don't know what is. Now, it says, since its launch in September, Rainbow Wool proudly claims to have, quote, the world's first gay herd of sheep. They've also garnered nationwide attention because of this. Well, now apparently worldwide attention because you're on the Weird AF News podcast. You made it, Rainbow Wool. And it says they got some publicity when Berlin fashion designers Killian Kerner and Danny Ranke created a custom outfit using wool from these gay rams. It was a mesh jumpsuit sweater combo, and it's going to be auctioned off in the coming months. And there's a new collection of jumpers designed by Mark Krayenhoff Vandeleur, and that's in development. Well, so now you got some fashion icons picking up on the gay wool and making some clothing out of it. Probably selling it for a lot of money, I'd imagine. I'm on their website right now, rainbow-wool.com. Wow, right up top it says you can adopt a gay sheep. Anyone want to adopt a gay sheep? There's also some facts about gay sheep on the website. It says, did you know about 1 in 12 sheep happens to be gay? We're not just talking about rams. According to scientists, same-sex behavior has been documented in over 1,500 species. There's a lot of information about that. You can meet the world's first gay flock of sheep here. There's a video of the fashion people wearing the gay clothing, the gay sheep clothing, though made from the wool of the gay rams. There's a store here. They got... Wow, everything is sold out on the store. Everything, the hats, the patches, Everything is sold out, and everybody wants the gay sheep wool clothing, it looks like. Oh, my goodness, I need to get on board. I don't have any fashion sense, though, at all. But this stuff looks poppin', right? Is that what they say? Poppin'? This stuff's poppin'. It's fire. It's lit. I think that's what the kids are saying. Imagine having a wool sweater made from a gay sheep. Is that not the most German thing you've ever heard of? A restaurant in China is being criticized for putting baby lion cuddles on the menu. That's right, a restaurant in northern China is in some trouble with animal welfare groups for using an unusual item on their menu. They're baby lions. It's called lion cub cuddles. So you can order lion cub cuddles along with a cup of tea, it would seem. All right, it sounds illegal on the face of it, but this is China. I mean, they just kind of do what they want over there. According to a screenshot of the menu that's been circulating on social media, Wanhui, which is a restaurant in Taiwan, the capital of Shaanxi province, has a 4-course set afternoon menu costing about $166 that includes playtime with the in-house animals. There's also some pictures of the animals that they allow you to have playtime with. There's turtles, meerkats, llamas, and lions. Baby lion cubs, to be exact. So it sounds like you can get yourself a latte, a muffin, and a side of illegal animal poaching, if that's what interests you. I mean, how do you get... I mean, this doesn't sound right to me on the surface of it, to be honest. Is it even safe? Can you just hang out with lion cubs? Apparently people really love this service. There's several photos showing customers snuggling these baby lions. In one review posted this month, a customer sits with a lion cub on her lap, holding its paw to wave to the camera. Are these lions drugged up? I'm so sad that they do that. Anyway, the woman's review reads, I can pet a cute little lion in a small shop. It's called Simba and looks so good. There are staff to guide you so you don't have to worry about any safety issues. Oh, yeah, you don't have to worry about safety issues until the drugs wear off and the lion gets a little inspired. These cafes are out of control with the animals, man. I've been to a cat cafe, pretty tame. But there's many others. There's the capybara cafes. There's dogs, parrots. Oh, there's that owl cafe in Japan. That's pretty popular. And there's the electric eel cafe in Florida where you just drink coffee underwater and get electrocuted by eels. Amazing place. I just made it up, but imagine if it was going to exist anywhere, it would be Florida. Although one could make the argument that any Florida cafe that's on some water is an alligator cafe, right? And flesh-eating bacteria cafe, perhaps. Could I have a cappuccino and a side of flesh-eating bacteria delivered by an alligator with gangrene, please? You could get that in Florida. All right, the article says, while some influencers have jumped at the chance to post eye-catching photographs on social media of these baby cubs cuddling in the cafe, the reaction of people online has been mostly negative. Here's a quote from someone. They're putting profit above consumer safety. This is way too dangerous. Yeah, you might be right. I don't know enough about it, but seems dangerous. And also just not very good business. And it encourages the illegal acquiring of these wild animals. It's a whole bad business that you don't want to support, right? You don't want to go pay a fee to cuddle some animal that's like endangered, do you? I don't know if lions are endangered, but they're definitely being poached illegally all over the place. And you're just like feeding into that industry when you go and support one of these cafes so you can get some cute little picture of you in a cub for the gram. Like, think beyond your ego for one time. We live in a world where just everybody's has main character syndrome, and they can't even think beyond it because they're small-brained. Small-brained people seem to be everywhere in the world. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around it myself. Now, it does say that since these posts went live on social media, the Shaanxi Forestry and Grasslands Bureau is investigating the matter, adding that this kind of human-animal contact is very much prohibited in this country. There's someone here named Peter Lee, who's a China policy expert for Humane World for Animals. He said, quote, exploiting wild animals for selfies and marketing gimmicks is not only appallingly bad animal welfare, it's also potentially risky for all the customers. Yeah, Peter gets it. It's not the first exotic animal welfare scandal in China. Last month, tourists visiting a zoo in Longning in the northeast were condemned for reaching through a metal grate to pull tufts of hair off a tiger in the exhibit. Were people just yanking out the tiger's hair? What's wrong with you? Oh my goodness, that's terrible. I didn't know about this. Yeah. Who's the animal now? It's the humans. Oh, that's just despicable behavior. Now, the media reached out to this restaurant who said that the lion cubs were well cared for by specialist staff. And that's it. That's their defense, I guess. I mean, maybe they're very well cared for. I don't know. Maybe they're not drugged up and well fed, and they give them very comfortable beds, and all the customers treat them really nice. They don't force them to take selfies that they don't want to take. But I don't know. I have my doubts. I find it hard to believe that this is going to go on, and there's not going to be a single lion mauling. Actually, this would be a good place to take your enemy. Just take them to the the Lion Cafe. Rub peanut butter on their face. Maybe the lion will just bite it off. That was very dark. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to go there. It just kind of came out of me. This article doesn't answer the burning question, though, like regarding this restaurant. And how is the tea? Is the tea any good? You got to ask the important questions, you know? Hello, my dear friends and listeners of the Weird AF News podcast. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and the show. Some thanks and praise for people that reached out to me over the weekend, said hello. Someone even joined the Patreon, so we want to give them some love. Mike White just became a member of the Patreon, so let's give Mike White some love, showing some real generosity, stepping up the generosity, being a patron of the arts. Mike White you can now say you're a patron of the arts, Mike, because you're supporting this one-man production in a closet. So you got to feel good about that, right? Anyways, Mike, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Please enjoy the extra content inside the Patreon. I put stuff in there every week, so it's there's over 1,000 posts of various weird related content in the Patreon that you get to open up now with your generous contribution. If you guys want to join the Patreon like the very cool Mike White, please go to weirdafnews.com, click on the Patreon banner, or go to patreon.com/weirdafnews. You can also buy me a coffee off the website, weirdafnews.com, if you want to do that. Very, very simple method to buy me a coffee that I may not spend on coffee. I may get a spliff with it or a Guinness. Just full disclaimer. Now let me move on to some very fascinating comments on my YouTube videos, on my YouTube channel, which I don't check it very often because I don't get many views on there. But someone named Ryan wrote, "Jonesy, I can't get enough. I bought a brand new Subaru and your podcast was already on the playlist from the factory. Just so you know, Subaru is pushing Weird AF News." Can anybody speak to this? I mean, is this really true? I'm so astounded by that. I should probably reach out to Subaru. Can you send me, Ryan, if you're listening, please email me, funnyjones@gmail.com. Send me a screenshot of the podcast in the Subaru. I want to call like a Subaru dealership and find out if it really is included, already loaded on the Subaru screen. I want to thank them, of course. Wow, isn't that fascinating, though? I had no idea. I'm learning. Also, Kim Shoren wrote me a note on YouTube. Kim's a longtime listener of the show. She wrote, "Hey, Jonesy, I know I'm a bit late, but my family and I would like to wish Chef John the best wishes on his new job. We've enjoyed watching him on Food Wishes and are glad we can keep watching old episodes. His chicken lasagne is our favorite." So our food wishes for happiness for Chef John and the lovely Michelle. Sending thanks and praises to everyone today and always. Being human isn't always easy, and it's comforting to be here amongst fellow weirdos. Isn't that really sweet message on YouTube? I got to check my YouTube messages more because there's some gold in there. Shout out to Kim and Ryan. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/weirdafnews. Very easy. There's no video really of me doing the podcast. There's some video clips of me if you want to see me doing promos, but I don't do. It's an audio only podcast at this time in history because I just don't have the time to edit a video as well as the audio. It's just a lot of work. So the audio is available on YouTube for free. As it is available everywhere for free on all of your podcast players, Weird AF News. Okay, before I go, I would just like to introduce a song that I had AI create a little bit earlier after I did the song about the drummers missing in the mountains of Norway. And so I had AI write me a metal song called Delicious Drummer. And it's about how you could, go for a hike with your band and end up stranded in the snow, and you might have to, eat your drummer to get by. So here it is, Delicious Drummer. I'm only going to play a piece of it. Tell me what you think.